The Players Club is a 1998 dark comedy film, marking Ice's directorial debut. The film boasts an ensemble cast featuring Jamie Foxx, Bernie Mac, Anthony Johnson, John Amos, Charlie Murphy, Terrence Howard, Lisa Ray, Faison Love, and various others. The storyline revolves around a woman navigating the challenges posed by rival strippers and her boss as she strives to earn an honest living. Undoubtedly, the film stands out as one of the most outstanding comedy productions of the late 90s. The cinematic gem, The Players Club, showcased a diverse array of talented actors, some of whom we'll remember in this video. Don't forget to show your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing to our channel for more content. Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac, a pivotal member of the 1998 film The Players Club, portrayed the character Dollar Bill, the shady owner of the Players Club frequently threatened by a loan shark named St. Louis. In the last 2 decades of his life, Mac publicly disclosed his battle with severe sarcoidosis, an inflammatory disease of unknown origin affecting tissue. On July 19, 2008, Mac was admitted to Northwestern Memorial Hospital in his native Chicago. Following 3 weeks in the ICU, he suffered cardiac arrest and passed away in the early morning hours of August 9th at the age of 50. It's noteworthy that the complications leading to his demise were not linked to sarcoidosis, according to his publicist. Born Bernard Jeffrey McCulloch on October 5, 1957, in Chicago, Illinois, Mac was the second child of Mary McCulloch and Jeffrey Harrison. Raised by his single mother and grandparents on the south side of the city, Mac initiated his high school journey at Chicago Vocational High School. His mother's demise in 1973, when he was 16, was followed by the subsequent deaths of his older brother and estranged father. Mac eventually graduated from Chicago Vocational High School in 1975. In his 20s and early 30s, Mac engaged in a range of professions, from janitor and coach to professional mover, cook, bus driver, Wonder Bread delivery man, furniture mover, and UPS agent. Simultaneously, he pursued comedy during weekends at clubs and parties. In 2001, the Fox network granted Mac his own sitcom, The Bernie Mac Show, featuring a fictionalized version of himself. The show depicted him as the sudden custodian of his sister's 3 children after she entered rehab, with Mac breaking the fourth wall to share his thoughts with the audience. After the 2005-2006 season, the show was not renewed, and the series finale aired on April 14, 2006. Among its accolades, the show earned an Emmy for Outstanding Writing, the Peabody Award for Broadcasting Excellence, and the Humanitas Prize for Television Writing, promoting human dignity. Mac's character on The Bernie Mac Show was ranked number 47 in TV Guide's list of the 50 greatest TV dads of all time. Concurrently, Mac had co-starring roles in Bad Santa and Head of State, along with leading roles in the baseball-themed film Mr. 3000 and Guess Who, a remake of Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. Throughout this period, Mac found success as a well-received movie actor, commencing with a role in the 2007 film Transformers as the character Bobby Bolivia, a car salesman. He also lent his voice to Zuba, Alex the Lion's long-lost father, in Madagascar, Escape 2. Africa. Mac shared the screen with Samuel L. Jackson in the 2008 musical comedy Soul Men. Notably, these final 2 films were released posthumously. His ultimate film appearance was as Jimmy Lunchbox in the 2009 movie Old Dogs, hitting theaters a year after his passing. Before publicly disclosing his health issues, Mac had a history of medical challenges. The initial setback occurred in the summer of 2004 while filming both Ocean's 12 and Guess Who, alongside promotional efforts for Mr. 3000. Scheduled to continue filming Season 4 of The Bernie Mac Show in October that year, Mac faced pneumonia in both lungs and exhaustion, prompting Fox to halt production for 4 weeks to allow for his recovery. Anthony Johnson. The comedian Anthony Johnson portrayed the character Lil Man, the doorman at the club, who was frequently taunted and mistreated by St. Louis and his associates when covering for Dollar Bill's absences. Johnson was wed to Lexis Jones Mason, and the couple had 3 daughters. Additionally, he had 2 siblings, a brother named Edward Smith and a sister named Sheila. In July 2009, reports surfaced that Johnson suffered a heart attack at LaGuardia Airport while en route to a comedy show. However, Johnson clarified in 2018 that it was actually a panic attack. Johnson passed away on September 6, 2021, at the age of 55, at a Los Angeles County hospital after being discovered unresponsive in a store. His death was publicly confirmed on September 20 by his representative Linnea Bell. The autopsy report revealed that Johnson succumbed to multi-system organ failure resulting from chronic ethanol use. It also indicated that he had contracted COVID-19 without awareness. Born in Compton, California, Johnson's father, Eddie Smith, served as a stuntman and co-founded the Black Stuntmen's Association. Johnson credited his father with facilitating his entry into the film industry by involving him in various productions. He also acknowledged comedian Robin Harris for supporting him early in his stand-up comedy career, providing another opportunity even after facing criticism for a poor performance. Johnson embarked on his acting career in his early 20s. In 1990, he secured a lead role as EZD in House Party, marking the beginning of his stand-up performances in Los Angeles bars. He later featured in Lethal Weapon 3 as a drug dealer and in Menace the Tenth Society. His notable role came in the 1995 comedy Friday as Ezal, a crackhead and thief. Johnson also appeared in Panther, BAP's I Got the Hookup, Def Jam's How to Be a Player, and Repos. In rap videos, he portrayed Sleazy E in Dr. Dre's Dre Day, 1992, and reprised the role in the video for Eazy-E's Real Motherfuckin' G's, 1993, where he was assaulted. Tiny Lister. Tiny Lister, best known as XL the Bouncer, is another member of the 1998 film's cast who has passed away. On December 10, 2020, law enforcement responding to a call to check on Lister discovered that he had passed away in his residence in Marina del Rey, California. He was 62 years old. The coroner's office probed into the cause of death, initially suspected to be complications of COVID-19. However, the final autopsy report disclosed that hypertension and atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease were the actual causes of death. Lister gained prominence as the antagonist Debo in the 1995 film Friday. Debo, the thug and bully of the neighborhood, intimidated every character, including Ice Cube's main character, Craig Jones. He reprised the role in the sequel, Next Friday, 2000, but did not feature in the 3rd film of the series, Friday After Next, 2002. However, he did appear in Cube's directorial debut, The Players Club. In Mario Van Peebles' Posse, 1993, he played the character Obodo alongside Tony Locke. Lister made various guest appearances on TV series portraying Klang, the first Klingon to contact humans, in the pilot episode of Star Trek Enterprise. He co-starred in a 2-part episode of the courtroom series Matlock as Mr. Matlock's in-prison bodyguard. He made appearances in Season 7, Episode 9 of In the Heat of the Night, and Season 1, Episode 15 of ER. Additionally, he starred in the sitcom First and 10 as Otis. Lister featured in the 1989 wrestling movie No Holds Barred, financed by the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, and starring Hulk Hogan. Lister's character, Zeus, was a brutal monster heel. No Holds Barred sparked a feud in the WWF in the latter half of 1989. Lister was promoted as Zeus, the Human Wrecking Machine, and incorporated the monster heel gimmick in his matches by not selling his opponent's moves. He would exclaim, "Aw, aw," and pound on his chest during interviews and in the ring. Zeus eventually challenged Hogan to face him in the ring. U.S. national shot put champion with a mark exceeding 6 FDA 8 in and 1982 NCAA Division II national shot put champion. The sports department of Lister's alma mater, Cal State LA, hosts an annual track meet in his honor. In 2016, he received a nomination for the Best Bad Moina Award at the All Deaf Movie Awards. In 2014, at the Orlando Urban Film Festival, he earned the Best Star Spotlight for his role in No Weapon Formed Against Us. He was wed to Felicia Forbes, previously from Cape Town, where they tied the knot. They shared a son, Thomas Dwayne Lister III. On August 31, 2012, Lister agreed to admit guilt for conspiring to commit mortgage fraud in a plot resulting in $3.8 million in losses. He faced charges for deceptively purchasing homes to obtain $1.1 million in home equity loans. By April 2014, he was released on bail and expressed confidence in avoiding imprisonment. He remarked, "What's remarkable about God and our government is that you can err, and they will pardon you if you're just a good person doing right." Michael Clarke Duncan. Michael Clarke Duncan is a key member of the 1998 film The Players Club's cast who has passed away. Duncan portrayed Luke's bodyguard, and despite the brevity of his role, his acting prowess shone through. On July 13, 2012, Michael Clarke Duncan was admitted to the hospital following a heart attack, placed in the ICU at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles. By Augens. 6 of the same year, the Associated Press reported Duncan's transfer out of intensive care, though he remained hospitalized. Tragically, on September 3, 2012, Michael Clarke Duncan succumbed to complications from the heart attack, which had occurred almost 2 months earlier. He was 54 years old at the time of his passing. Born on December 10, 1957, Michael Clarke Duncan grew up in an economically disadvantaged family in Chicago. The situation worsened when his father departed when Duncan was just 5 years old. Raised solely by his mother Jean and older sister Judy, young Michael aspired to a football career. However, his mother, concerned for his safety, prohibited him from playing. He eventually found an opportunity in college, attending both Kankakee Community College in Illinois and later Alcorn State University in Mississippi. There, he played football and basketball while majoring in communications. When his mother fell ill, he left school to return to Chicago and support the family. Standing at a towering 6'5" and weighing 315 pounds, Duncan easily found work as a ditch digger for People's Gas and as a bouncer at various nightclubs in the city. According to his New York Times obituary, Duncan even worked as a stripper under the alias Black Caesar. This versatility would later manifest in the diverse film roles he undertook. Always supportive, his mother encouraged him to explore acting. Although she had aspirations of becoming an actress herself, she saw the same potential in Duncan. Urged by his mother to give acting a try, Duncan turned away from the life of ditch digging and set out for Los Angeles, California. In the early 2000s, it was nearly challenging to watch a movie without encountering Michael Clarke Duncan. Formerly relegated to minor roles or those befitting his physique, Duncan showcased his acting prowess with his breakthrough performance as John Coffey in The Emerald Path, portraying a black man wrongly convicted of assaulting and murdering 2 young girls in 1953, Louisiana. Following his remarkable success in The Emerald Path, Duncan embraced a variety of roles that affirmed his versatility in both comedic and action genres, including several guest appearances on TV shows. Notably, he followed up The Emerald Path with The Complete 9 Yards, Witness Spot Sprint, Universe of the Monkeys, The Arachnid Sovereign, and Bold Devil, where he portrayed the antagonist, Kingpin, opposite Ben Affleck. He further solidified his standing with The Peninsula and Vice Metropolis in 2005, garnering critical acclaim once again. Duncan balanced these intense roles with a comedic turn in Talladega Nights, The Song of Ricky Bobby in 2006, and lent his voice to animated characters in Brother Bear, Brother Bear 2, and Kung Fu Panda. Deliberately avoiding Michael Clarke Duncan during this pinnacle phase of his career would have required a strategic decision. Beyond his cinematic endeavors, he made numerous appearances on television programs, spanning from The Elegant Existence of Zack and Cody on Disney Channel to NBC's Chuck, and later portraying Leo Knox on Fox's Bones. Charlie Murphy. Charlie Murphy, famously known as Brooklyn St. Louis's henchman, left an indelible mark on the film with his exceptional comedic talents. Charlie Murphy, the brother of Eddie Murphy, and a renowned comedian celebrated for his contributions to Chappelle's Show, has passed away following a leukemia battle. As confirmed by EW, he was 57. Born on July 12, 1959, in the Brooklyn borough of New York City, Murphy had Lillian Murphy as his mother, a telephone operator, and Charles Edward Murphy as his father, a transit police officer, actor, and comedian. Enduring a troubled youth, Murphy spent 10 months in jail during adolescence. Upon his release in 1978, he promptly joined the United States Navy, serving 6 years as a boiler technician. Murphy played minor roles in several films in the late 1980s and early 1990s, contributing behind the scenes to the hip-hop group K9 Posse, comprised of his half-brother Vernon Lynch Jr. and Wardell Mahone. His involvement included serving as the executive producer on their 1988 debut and writing songs like Somebody's Brother and Say Who Say What. Murphy also made a cameo in the video for their debut single, This Beat Is Military. His breakthrough in cinema came with the 1993 film CB4, where he portrayed the antagonist Gusto. Charlie Murphy gained nationwide recognition through his recurring performances on Chappelle's Show, notably in the Charlie Murphy's True Hollywood Stories sketches. These sketches featured Murphy narrating his escapades as part of his brother's entourage, recounting encounters with celebrities such as Rick James and Prince. Following Dave Chappelle's departure from the show, Murphy and Donald Rawlings hosted the Lost Episodes, compiled from sketches produced before Chappelle left. In 2005, Murphy appeared in King's Ransom, playing the role of Herb, a gay ex-convict hired to fake a kidnapping. He also lent his voice to various projects, including Budweiser radio commercials, the character Ed Wunkler threw on Cartoon Network's Adult Swim series, The Boondocks, Jizzy B and Rockstar Games' Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas, Spock in G4 TV's Star Trek 2.0 shorts, and a dog in Eddie Murphy's 2007 film, Norbit. Starting on March 20, 2009, Murphy hosted his sketch comedy series, Charlie Murphy's Crash Comedy, on Crackle. His stand-up special, Charlie Murphy, I Will Not Apologize, premiered on Comedy Central in late February 2010. Murphy made special appearances in 1000 Ways to Die and the TBS sitcom Are We There Yet? As Frank Kingston. From 2014 to 2015, he portrayed Vic on the Adult Swim live-action show Black Jesus. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on this incredible journey today. We hope you enjoyed the content, and if you did, don't forget to show some love by hitting that like button below. Your support means the world to us. And lastly, a big shout-out to our incredible community. Your comments, likes, and shares motivate us every day. We're building something special together, and we're grateful to have each and every one of you on board.